What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel for another BDSP VGC battle video. This time I'm bringing you a team centered around Feraligatr, which is another mon that wasn't present in Sword and Shield, but I think is really cool and also really underrated in the meta. Now, Feraligatr has the ability Sheer Force, and what that does is it gives it an additional 1.3 times bonus to all its damage in exchange for the secondary effects of its moves. And what's really cool about this ability is that for some reason the recoil that you take from Life Orb is considered a secondary effect, which means it gets negated by Sheer Force. So by giving Feraligatr a Life Orb, you get two 1.3 times bonuses on its waterfalls, on its ice punches. Really amazing. And then on top of all that, you can give it Dragon Dance to boost its attack even further and boost its speed, potentially more importantly, I'd say, than the attack, since it's already so strong. And once you have like even a single Dragon Dance, you can really just run away with games. So for the EVs, we're running just enough speed to beat a Raichu after one Dragon Dance, which in turn gives it control over a lot of other relevant things, like Latios, for example. It has a very high Adamant attack breakpoint, and the rest of its EVs are in bulk. Now for the rest of the team. I think they do a really good job of supporting Feraligatr and covering its weaknesses. What we have are, so Infernape, really cool mon, provides Fake Out to help Feraligatr set up. Also has some cool tech in Encore. So what you do is you use Fake Out to force a Protect a lot of the time, and then if they take the bait and Protect, you can Encore and lock them into Protect. So Feraligatr could even set up multiple Dragon Dances if things go well. We also have Togekiss, who's running a pure offensive Crit Kiss set just because of how hyper offensive this team is, but it does have Follow Me, so Redirection to help get set up on Feraligatr can be really big. Also, just the rest of this team is very strong, so the Redirection is very nice to keep it off of your potentially more important attacker. So Latios provides Tailwind support, which can be really nice if you don't have the ability to get a Dragon Dance up. So just speed control and hyper offense is very important. And it's also just an amazing special attacker. The first video I did in BDSP showed just how powerful Latios can be. And it's a really reliable Garchomp killer. Feraligatr can handle it as well but sometimes it doesn't have the speed for it, and an EQ can take it out. Same deal goes for Togekiss and Rock Slide from Garchomp. So very nice to have. Speaking of speed, Gengar is an amazing Scarf user. The Ghost typing gives it immunity to Fake Out, and it has an incredible base 130 special attack stat. So when you run Modest on this thing, it doesn't really need a boosting item to do really huge damage. And then, on top of its really powerful dual stabs, we also have Energy Ball and Thunderbolt for coverage. Energy Ball in particular is really useful for Gastrodon, who you can imagine is quite a thorn in the side of Feraligatr. And Thunderbolt just because people like to use Gyarados a lot to attempt to intimidate and wall Feraligatr, which, by the way, not that useful when we can just Dragon Dance away the boosts and wall the Gyarados right back. But I digress. Finally, we've got T-Tar, and we're going with a Choice Band set on this T-Tar instead of the more standard Dragon Dance set that people run. I figure we didn't need an additional physical setup sweeper here. It hits, and it still just does massive damage with Band, and it's very high base stats, which everybody knows about T-Tar. It hits the same magic 101 speed breakpoint that I was using for Ampharos in the last video, which lets it outspeed pretty much everything relevant under Tailwind, while still being pretty solid under Trick Room, which our team is generally fast and frail, so it's nice to have here. That about wraps it up though, so let's see how the Big Gator performs in some competitive matches. Alright, let's see what our first opponent's team is. And ooh, looks a little scary right off the bat. Raichu, Gyarados, and then also Breloom. Let's see, like, Follow Me plus Fake Out to help Breloom get spores up. For that reason, I really like Gengar as a lead. And Latios next to it. That'll allow us to ignore Fake Out, kill Follow Me, and take out the Breloom. Infernape in the back is really good for Fake Out pressure, and then we can have Feraligatr as well. We have a Scizor killer in Infernape. Feraligatr has a pretty good matchup into Scizor too, and it has high ice coverage for literally half their team, so I think we should be solid with this. Teabag, I hate your name, but let's have a good game either way. And then we have a Raichu Garchomp lead, double shiny, okay, classy. Now this is scary because Garchomp threatens Okos into both of our mons here with Dragon Claw and Earthquake, and Raichu's Fake Out pressure means we can't double protect because we're scarfed here. So I think we can't really account for both things, so I kind of just like going with both our mons. We could attack with Draco Meteor, but I kind of also like Tailwind to set up Feraligatr in the back. Fake Out Dragon Claw would be really good for them too, but let's set up the Tailwind. I'd like to think of this game more long-term. Alright, no Fake Out. We'll take that. Shadow Ball, usually Raichu is Sash, it doesn't matter, but yeah, that brought it down pretty low, and we get our Tailwind up, so that's amazing. But the fact that they didn't switch out or Fake Out means we could have just gone for that Draco. Vault Switch into Gengar is interesting. It did a lot. Now, what are they going out into? Gyarados. Yeah, Gyarel. Now, who does Garchomp attack? That's the big question. I'm very okay with Gyarados coming in. Intimidate, and we have both of our physical attackers safely in the back right now. That sounds good to me. And then EQ. Okay, so goodbye to Gengar, unfortunately, but that's great. It means Latios is completely unharmed. I guess they thought they were breaking a Sash with Volt Switch, which, you know, fair enough. That's probably another common item for Gengar. But we do have speed control now with this Tailwind, so I think I like just bringing in a Feraligatr at this point. Like, Infernape isn't going to like fighting Gyarados, and we can either just attack or set up our Dragon Dance in this scenario. The question is, do we go for that Dragon Dance, right? Trying to think about that right now. Because, I mean, Garchomp can still do heavy damage into Feraligatr, but they risk a Draco Meteor taking them out. In fact. But at the same time, we already have so much power with Life Orb and Sheer Force that I'm pretty sure Ice Punch will be a 2-hit KO anyway into Gyarados. At which point there's not much point in setting up, because I'm not sure the Dragon Dance will give us the 1-hit KO. I kind of just like attacking it and then throwing the Draco into the Garchomp slot. I know the switch is really obvious, but unless it's Togekiss, it's still going to do a good amount just because Latios is so strong. And they do switch, and it's into Scizor. Okay, that's probably the best switch that wasn't Togekiss. But Scizor's special defense isn't that great, and Latios is just a monster, so let's see how much this does. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like 50%. That is nuts. Okay, yeah, I mean, like, good job to Latios for that. Like, let's see how much Ice Punch does. Yes, a 2-hit KO. Okay, so, I mean, and they're going for Dragon Dance, which, that's not really a great move, in my opinion, because, like, we have Tailwind up, so we're still faster than them, and we threaten the 2-hit KO. So I think we can just throw another Ice Punch into Gyarados here. Scizor doesn't pressure us at all, but Latios we definitely want to switch out. Yeah, we want to reset its drops. We can get a Fake Out in with Infernape, and plus Infernape just matches up really nicely into Scizor. Yeah, and the other thing about this Ice Punch is that both the things they have in the back are not going to take it. That Raichu is low, and the Garchomp obviously doesn't want to. There's no switch, though, so we get the KO. Great, okay. Now, what is Scizor going for? Just U-turn, okay. I mean, that's going to pop the Sash on Infernape, which I don't love, but I'm still fine with that. Like, we still have our Fake Out with Tailwind behind us, so even if they bring out Raichu, our Fake Out will be faster. And yeah, speak of the devil, there comes Raichu. Okay. Now, who are they bringing out? It's either Garchomp or Scizor. I mean, either way, they're not going to be happy, right? Because we have Fire for Scizor and Ice Punch for Garchomp. And it looks like it's Scizor. Okay. Yeah, it makes we're forced into Fake Out here. I do like Dragon Dance here though, and the reason for that is that our Tailwind should end after this turn. But once we do this, we will have speed control with Feraligatr. A Dragon Dance will easily make us faster than Garchomp or even Raichu. Yeah, Raichu is very frail and Infernape is very strong, so this Fake Out could even kill. But yeah, it definitely goes first because we have the Tailwind and it does pick up the KO on a crit though. Actually, ooh, that might have mattered. Well, even if it didn't kill, we would have outsped Raichu the following turn with Feraligatr, so it's fine. And then Scizor goes for X Scizor into Feraligatr. Wow, that's a 2-hit KO. God, Scizor is terrifying, but it's still fine going into this next turn. They've got Garchomp up. I think this next turn is just going to be super straightforward. It should be the last turn. Ice Punch into Garchomp and Overheat into Scizor, unless they protect. Now, I guess their win con is protecting Garchomp and hoping for an Overheat miss, but you know, I'm still fine to go for this because don't forget that we still have a Latios in the back who, you know, we saw can pick up the 2-hit KO on Scizor, and oh, beautiful. And no protect, yeah. So this game should be over regardless. Even if the overheat misses, we should be fine. Overheat hits, fantastic. All right, that was a great showcase for Feraligatr in our first game here. You know, good game to my opponent, and let's try to find another game for ourselves. Now, this team is bizarre and scary. I see Fake Out and potential Follow Me or Spore pressure to help them set up Trick Room with Cresselia. Trick Room really scares me on this team in particular because of how fast we are. I think we definitely need Infernape for the fast Fake Out, and maybe Feraligatr is the pair, but I don't know about that actually. It's not going to actually stop them from getting Trick Room up. I want to lead T-Tar. I'm not a big fan of having Sand next to my Sash user is the thing, but we might just have to do it. Because we can Fake Out and then Crunch into Cresselia, and that can work, or Fake Out plus Rock Slide for big damage. Either way, I think that we do want T-Tar first. We can put Feraligatr in the back. And then for the last thing, the problem is that Gengar and Latios both really don't want to be under Trick Room under any means, and like both of them are very frail and fast. I think that Togekiss, despite being like a max offensive Togekiss, is still going to be bulkier and it has Protect and Redirection. I think it's going to be the play. Yeah, I have to see how it goes. This is a very strange looking team. I am not sure what's coming my way. All right, and they lead Blastoise and Smeargle. Could be Shell Smash shenanigans, could just be Yawn and Spore, like sleep pressure here. I'm not really sure. I think we definitely need to Fake Out Smeargle here. It often carries Fake Out itself, so we want to use our faster Fake Out, or it could go for Spore and we need to stop that. And then, question is what to do with T-Tar. I'm not sure if Crunch is a kill onto Blastoise, so I kind of just like Rock Slide to do really big chip. We'll have to see. I mean, it's all banded, right? So this should do really good damage. But we are depending on a low accuracy move in retrospect. So Fake Out, man, that does a chunk. And it is Shell Smash Blastoise. Okay, this could be terrifying. We really need to hit this Rock Slide, though. If we can put Chip into them, then Water Spout will be weaker. Which Shell Smash ones tend to run. I mean, at least they did in Sword and Shield. Oh my god. I spoke it into existence. Okay. That's actually worst case scenario. Because I just given them a free switch into an offensive Mon next to their setup Blastoise now. God, that could not have gone any worse. I guess I should have gone for Crunch to guarantee the hit to get some damage onto it, because we could just kill Smeargle the next turn with CC. Oh boy. Okay, now I've given them a free switch in. I think we need to double swap, to be honest. Like, we really want to preserve the Fake Out and Infernape, and T-Tar is super important for our Cresselia matchup. Yeah, Feraligatr should be able to resist a water attack, and Togekiss would be immune to Earthquake. The thing is, like, with Sand up, T-Tar might actually take a hit from the boosted Water Spout since it's spread, but it would die to the EQ afterwards. Would they EQ next to their own Blastoise? I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, I was kind of debating which slot to put what into, but ultimately it's just spread damage coming my way, right? So, alright, let's see. I'm guessing Water Spout. They're at effectively full health apart from the Sand Chip. Yep. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, that hurts, but Togekiss holds on at least. That's nice. It's going to go down to the Sand Chip either way, though. And Dragon Claw into the Feraligatr slot. So I guess wrong. I should have gone with my first instinct, but... Alright, so they get the double KO on us this turn. Really not great. The only upside to all of this... I think it's a double KO. The Sand Chip should take out Togekiss. Yeah. So the only upside to all of this is that we do recycle our Fake Out pressure. But we are still in a terrible position. I just have to hope that they don't see Fake Out coming for some reason, but we've already used it once, so... Yeah, I mean, we're not in a good spot here. I think we just go for Fake Out and Crunch into Blastoise. If that Garchomp goes for EQ, we definitely lose here. Because I'm pretty sure that's an Oko onto Infernape, and it would be huge damage into T-Tar. Okay, no Protect. Alright, we got the Fake Out off. All comes down to what Garchomp does. Dragon Claw. Okay, you know, I guess they didn't want to Earthquake next to their own Blastoise, which I would have personally, but we'll take that every time. Okay. Crunch will take out Blastoise. Amazing. Maybe they didn't run Protect on a Shell Smash set. I could maybe see it, but weird. Anyway. Okay, so we're still in a bad spot, but it's 3-2. It is no longer completely hopeless. And it's Cresselia, and we're locked into Crunch, so that's not bad. But that Cresselia has Levitate. So I think we need to Crunch it, for sure. And then we have... Does CC kill Garchomp? Because I don't think it does, but it does have Life Orb, so we could wait for more chip until we can and Encore it. Because I think they're going to go for EQ. There's no reason not to, since they have a Levitate partner. But if we lock it into Dragon Claw, we know that T-Tar has enough bulk to survive another hit from it. So we could Crunch Cresselia. That with the Sand Chip might be enough. And then we can take out Garchomp once it with Infernape. It's not even 3-2, it's 2-2. I forgot that we took out Smeargle turn 1. Okay, yeah, this is doable for sure. Yeah, we gotta go for this. Alright, Encore comes out. Nice little bit of attack here. And Dragon Claw, okay, no crit. Awesome, T-Tar takes it. And Calm Mind from Cress. Okay, we'll take that for sure. I was worried they were going to go for Psychic into Infernape. That's a really ballsy play in front of a T-Tar that just used Crunch, but I guess they thought it was going to die to EQ. Okay, is this within Sand Chip range? That is so important. Oh my god, it's not. Okay, shoot. Oh, that's really rough. Okay, so I think T-Tar goes down to the Dragon Claw here, but that will give it chip. I think we have to Encore the Cresselia. I would love nothing more than to CC the Garchomp, but if we Encore it, it will have to Calm Mind again. It'll die to the sand, and then we can go for CC last turn. Dragon Claw into T-Tar. We go down. Okay. So, yeah. Really hope they're in CC range. And yep, they're forced into Calm Mind. Now let's see that Sand Chip. Oh my god, I said it turn 1. It must be turn 5. Okay, or that must have been turn 5. So, at this point, it all comes down to whether Infernape can live a neutral Dragon Claw. Because it definitely won't if I go for CC and take a drop. So let me look this up. Calc it. And I don't think we do. Not with how much chip we've taken. I think we might if we were at full health. God, that's what I get for popping my own sash. Yeah, I don't think we take it. So I think our only option here is to CC into Garchomp and just pray, because that Cresselia is effectively a paperweight since it's Encored into Calm Mind. So all comes down to this. All right. Good game. I think that about wraps it up. Oh man, this would have gone so differently if the Rock Slide turn 1 and hit, but that's my bad. I mean, if I had done Crunch, like it was on me to make the more consistent play. So, you know, good game to my opponent. They played really well, really unorthodox, cool team. Love seeing Blastoise in any series. So, yeah, good game to Taquito. I think we're gonna try to get one more game in here with this Feraligatr team. All right, should be the last battle of the day for this one. Interesting. Okay, this is a very slow team. Apart from Togekiss, it's pretty much hard Trick Room, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, Trick Room is kind of a problem for us since this team is so fast and offensive. I think I like Gengar for a few reasons. Big damage into Crest, big damage into Togekiss, and it has Energy Ball coverage for Gastrodon. I think we'll put it next to T-Tar because the Shadow Ball isn't enough to take out Crest. And then for the back, I want to do the same as last game, Togekiss and Feraligatr, just for their bulk. Bulk and the ability to use Protect, we should be able to stall through a potential Trick Room here. You know, there is a case to be made for Infernape, just because Fake Out is so powerful against Trick Room teams, and as we saw last game, like Encore can really turn things around, but it just doesn't match up well typing wise. So let's see how our opponent leads here. Okay, Gastrodon and Cresselia. Now this is interesting. It's really nice because we have our Energy Ball coverage, but we could double up into Cress also. Shadow Ball plus Crunch would just kill it. The thing is that A, that might be obvious, and B, like, that Gastrodon just threatens an Oko on the Gengar, so I think I just want to get rid of it and put the chip into Cress. Like, if we don't put the Energy Ball into it now, I'm not sure what we do to take care of it, and also we have Feraligatr in the back, and the sooner we get rid of Storm Drain, the better. So, Energy Ball into Gastrodon, amazing. Okay, that's good. Oko, yeah, this is why we have this tech in here. Like, Gastrodon is otherwise a huge problem for this team, and Crunch, I know it doesn't kill, but that's some nice damage. Trick Room does go up though, so we gave him a free switch in. I don't regret giving them the free switch in because Gastrodon was such a problem, but now we have to deal with this. Trick Room's up, and they're going to bring in their sweeper of choice. Let's see what it is. I can't read Japanese, unfortunately. Oh, God. Okay, Torkoal is not good. Sun-boosted eruptions are incoming. I don't love that. So here, honestly, kind of like the idea of double swapping. Like, T-Tar isn't going to take the attacks as well with its sand gone. And Feraligatr can resist an eruption at least. I don't really see what Togekiss is doing for me anymore. So yeah, I think I just like the double swap. Because we should live the attacks. Maybe Togekiss won't, but Feraligatr definitely should. Just because Crest doesn't really have a whole ton of pressure. And then unless it had Energy Ball, but it wouldn't put Energy Ball into the Gengar slot, so we should be fine. We can stall with Protects. We're gonna have to decide what the best thing is after seeing this damage. Eruption hurts. I'm getting flashbacks to last game. Water Spout last time, Eruption this time. And Psychic into the Feraligatr spot. Please live. Okay, great. Awesome. So here they're definitely going to click Eruption again. And we're not getting an attack off. It comes down to whether we double protect or protect and switch. I think I kind of just like double protecting, honestly, because you can double protect this turn to burn a turn of Trick Room, and the following turn you can swap one Mon to T-Tar to get rid of their weather and sack the other one, and then T-Tar will be able to attack in Trick Room while the Mon that comes into the dead slot gets to protect again. So yeah, I think that's going to be our game plan for stalling here. The big question is, does Cress have Moonlight? Because if they can recover all the damage that T-Tar did turn 1, then we are in a rough spot. Just Ice Beam. Okay, great. Awesome. All right. So from here, we have to choose who's the most valuable to keep alive. I don't see Feraligatr doing a whole lot with the weather against it, although we will we could have the chance to swap it out and like get sand up, get rid of the sun. I'm kind of leaning towards preserving Togekiss, to be honest. Just because on the off chance Feraligatr doesn't go down to an attack here, we can use Waterfall with the sun gone. And then redirection could be really useful later. Probably more useful than just a Waterfall, because there's no way we're getting set up in this little health. So yeah, let's go for this, see what happens. They're swapping out Torkoal. That was a mistake. I guess they want to, like, they saw the T-Tar switch coming and they want to preserve their weather control, but they had such good offensive pressure here. Like, I don't really get it. Plus, Togekiss comes in and, you know, Ice Punch on Feraligatr, Rock Slide on T-Tar. I think I like that a lot. See how much this Waterfall does. That's a bulky Togekiss, actually. Wow, that's surprisingly bulky. And the Sand procs Ayapapa on Cress. I don't think I've even seen Ayapapa on Cress before. Still, not bad. I think we might have to crunch it or double it. I kind of do like using Rock Slide here to take care of the Togekiss. I don't know if we're slower than Cress, but T-Tar should definitely underspeed Togekiss. So, do we protect Feraligatr here? It might just go down to the sand is the thing. So, I think we just attack with it, to be honest. Yeah, we can Waterfall and Rock Slide, and assuming we get a double connection here, which maybe I haven't learned my lesson on Rock Slide, but this seems like the best play. As long as we connect with Togekiss, we're fine, I think. It does depend a lot on... Cress, who are you attacking? Please not Feraligatr. Yeah! As long as we don't get frozen, we're golden. Awesome. Yeah, like the sand giving... ooh, and we get the KO, nice. But yeah, the sand giving T-Tar, that special defense boost, is so big. And Waterfall, this should pick up the KO, I think, if not with the sand. Don't even need the sand. Amazing. Okay, yeah. There's going to be one very lonely Torkoal coming in. And we managed to preserve all 4 of our Mons. Ooh, I probably could have protected then. I mean, I don't regret it now. It worked out very fine, but I forgot about the sand chip for a second, but we hang out with 1 HP. Love it. Okay. Yeah, very lonely Torkoal. We could switch out. We could try to regain weather control. I don't think it matters. We're locked into Rock Slide already. It's not doing anything to us, and Trick Room should be done. So let's just double in and finish this game up. Waterfall comes out. I'm just curious how much this does. Yeah, almost 50% to Torkoal, which is so physically bulky, in the sun. It just goes to show how powerful Feraligatr is, and T-Tar finishes it up. Amazing. Good game to my opponent here, and I think those were some good games overall for the Feraligatr team. Thanks for watching, everyone. As with all my BDSP videos, I can't provide rental codes because they're just not in the game, but there should be a link to the pace in the description below. I'll definitely have more content soon. I think at least one more BDSP team before we see what Series 12 looks like, and then I'll decide where I want to take the channel from there. Until next time.